Alright guys, it's Nick here. Got a quick DVD update to do. Well, DVD, VHS, CD, book, and a bit of an update on the film. We wrapped shooting on Violent Vicar for the weekend. Been editing it. It's looking really nice at the moment, so really quite excited about that. Thanks for the response on the trailer and all the pre-orders. You can still pre-order it if you want a copy. If you've already pre-ordered Suicide Preachers, you're getting it for free, unless you want to get some more and support independent cinema. This has been my usual limited batch before they go on, so they'll all be signed up. Be signed up by the cast, this one, so it's a pretty cool edition. Limited to 50. So yeah, and I'm hopefully going to get a music CD with it as well. So it is a pretty cool edition. So it's definitely worth pre-ordering for £6 fine English pounds. It's going to be shipped from the US for the guys in the States, so make life a bit easier. But if you are ordering from abroad, get your order in early if you want it personalised, otherwise it'll just be signed. Anyways, enough for me to plug in my material. I'll do some more of that in a bit. Let's get on with this update. First up, I picked up Hobo with a Shotgun on Blu-ray in Blockbusters last week. Can't believe I didn't own this. I mean, I saw it, you know, when it first came out and watched it several times, but not actually owned it. So finally picked it up on Blu-ray. Really happy with that. Basically rebuilding my collection of 80s classics. So I've been hunting the charity shops and second-hand shops and doing trades with people. I've got this massive list of 80s movies I'm trying to get. And this is one of them, The Man with Two Brains with Steve Martin. I'm not a huge Steve Martin fan, but this was one of his better ones by far. Looking forward to rewatching this. So yeah, it's The Man with Two Brains. Next up was one from 1990. I actually thought this was an 80s movie, and I suppose it technically is because it was probably shot in the 80s, but that's Downtown with Anthony Edwards and Forest Whitaker. It was a buddy action thriller. I remember it being really good. It's been a long time since I watched it, so I need to get around to watching that again. Picked up The Fly and The Fly 2 double set. Both films are on separate discs. These old Fox ones. They also did like Romance in the Stone and Jewel of the Nile, one of these sets, and a couple of others. They're not bad. I think they did Predator 1 and 2 like it as well. So yeah, it's The Fly and Fly 2. In the 80s there was definitely a subgenre of old people and aliens and old people and fantasy stuff, and one of the main ones from that was Steve Guttenberg in Cocoon. Awesome movie, really do like this film. Been a long time since I saw it, but I do always remember liking it. I don't think I enjoyed the second one as much, but yeah, Cocoon. And the last one I got was Brewster's Millions with John Candy and Richard Pryor. I swear blind I already owned this movie, but I could not find it anywhere. It's not the sort of thing I'd ever get rid of, so it was really weird that I couldn't find it. So yeah, I'm going to pick up another copy. So yeah, Brewster's Millions. And last week, for those of you that are on Facebook, probably saw my post about it. Arrow Video posted up a link to say Amazon were doing this box set for £5, and they went really quickly. But basically, it's the Dario Argento's Neo Giallo collection. In this you get Terror of the Opera, Stendhal Syndrome, Sleepless, and The Card Player. Now, at the time I'd seen Terror of the Opera, I'd seen Stendhal Syndrome. I'd never seen Sleepless, but I watched it last night and I actually really enjoyed it. I've not seen The Card Player, so that one's the next one to watch. But they're all like, you know, your general Arrow editions, all with the books and the posters and all that. So it's a really nice set. And for £5, you just could not turn that down. I mean, these things sold out like so quickly. They've gone back up to their normal price now, but there was a brilliant offer that I got in and got really quickly, so I'm really happy with that. Next up, some VHS and some CDs. Bloke at work said to me, you're into films? I said, yeah. He says, I've got 2 box loads of videos and CDs and LPs in my car. I'm taking them down to dump later on. Do you want anything? So I went and raided through, picked up a couple of bits I wanted in there. Got a copy of Driver with Bruce Dern and Ryan O'Neal. I saw this film years and years ago. I remember quite liking it. I love Bruce Dern, and me and my mum were talking about Ryan O'Neal movies the other day, so I thought it was quite convenient that I picked this up. So yeah, that's Driver. I'm going to check that one out. Another copy of Carrie. I've already got a few different VHSs of this, but I don't even like Carrie actually. It's not a film I'm into at all, but I like the cover art, and you know, it was there, so I just picked it up. So that's Carrie. And the last VHS I got was Marathon Man. I remember my parents making me watch this when I was really small, and the scene with the teeth. Well, yeah, but yeah, I haven't watched it in years, so I picked it up to give it a rewatch on VHS. Also, there was a few soundtracks in his box of CDs. Nothing amazing, but yeah, worth picking up, I suppose. The Scream soundtrack, the Go soundtrack, the Craft soundtrack, and the Godfather trilogy. I think out of all of them, this is probably one I'm the most happy with, because yeah, I do like the music from the Godfather. Don't really like the films that much, but I like the music, so yeah, I was quite happy about that. One other thing I picked up, this came, well, over a week ago now. As a lot of you know, I'm planning on going to Cannes this year. Hopefully, if all goes well, I'll be in Cannes in May. So I picked up Cannes Festival Virgin's Guide. They say this is like a must-read book before you go, and yeah, I mean, just I've read like that much so far, and I've learnt shitloads about Cannes and got a fair idea of what to expect and what to do and where to stay and stuff. So yeah, really good book, so really happy I picked that up. Okay, so that's the update out of the way. Now on to another little plug. So yeah, obviously you know I've got Violent Vicar coming out, and you can pre-order that from my web store. I've already got a few movies out, as you know, Brutal Jesus, Dracula vs the Ninja, a couple of other bits and bobs, but Dracula vs the Ninja, I basically only did as a short run, and it sold really well, and I've had some pretty good feedback on that movie. But that was a movie I made when I was at uni, and then I spent some time like trying to polish it up, and yeah, people like it, and it's done really well actually, considering you know what it was. It's not my favourite of my movies at all. I mean, I have a giggle watching it, but it was, you know, it's like, that's it now. I don't know, I just it's definitely not my favourite of my films, but people like it, and it's sold really well. Well, I've looked at what we've had left, and basically we have exactly 20 copies left. You can see there, exactly 20 of them left, and you know, so it's sold a few hundred, so it's been pretty, it's had a really good run. But I've decided that after this 20 copies have sold, I'm discontinuing it. So this is the final 20 copies of Dracula vs the Ninja. Now I'm doing these for £3 on my web store at the moment, and what I'm going to do is, obviously, like the first batch I did as the films, they were limited, numbered to 30. With this last 20, I'm going to number them downwards. So basically, go from number 20 to 20, the next one I sell will be 19 of 20, and so on. And whoever buys the last one will get a prize, and it'll be something pretty awesome. Still tweaking it, but you're going to get something pretty damn awesome and original for the person that buys the last copy. Because I mean, these are selling well. I mean, I say there's 20 left. Well, I've already sold 2 in the last couple of days, so there's now 18 left. So yeah, buy up Dracula vs the Ninja, and if you get that last copy, you'll get something very special from me. So yeah, it's a little incentive. I mean, these are £3. So yeah, if you want to support me and support independent cinema and own something cool, part of the last run of one of my movies, then yeah, order a copy. They're £3. They'll be signed, and yeah, I say that's all I can say really. £3, they're signed. I can personalise them if you want them personalised, because a lot of people like them personalised. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. The last 20 copies of Dracula vs the Ninja. So it's had a really good run, but I think it's time to retire this one. You know, and I've got no intentions really of putting it back out for a while. I want to concentrate on my other movies. Brutal Jesus is still going to be going for quite a while, and obviously, like, you know, Violent Vicar's coming out. I'm planning on doing a double feature called Christ House, which will be Brutal Jesus and Violent Vicar. But I'm also considering waiting until I've shot the third part, which will be She Christ, which will be later on this year. And then I've obviously got one more serious things I'm working on. So yeah, there's loads going on. Basically, I've lined this whole year up, so I'm making films the whole year long. So that's pretty cool. And there's a few film festivals and stuff I'm going to enter and make some obscure shorts and some arty-farty bits and that. So yeah, but anyways, Dracula vs Ninja, going out of print. If you want them, get in that last 20. All be hand numbered by me, and yeah, whoever buys the last copy will get something special. Anyway guys, that's enough waffle. Hope you liked my update, hope you didn't mind me plugging my shit, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.